Maybe 10 minutes.
He's all being generous.
I got a 2-year-old that he makes him look like a really nice person. He is a good man.
That's what he said. How's that working? Because you guys were getting ready to start. Before we lost track of where you were. That's good. I'm glad so much.
I guess it still feels warm. I think it's because the sun is.
What is the third? Well rested. I go to sleep in my chair. I say, as I sleep at midnight, I'll get up to bed. So then at 30, family research. See, I'm not wrong. From here, look at all. Miller took that night from it's Austrian, because when they say they were born in Austria in 1869, they were actually born in what is the equivalent of Ukraine.
Really? The Jackson.
One more minute. Make sure no one else is coming in.
Well, the cemetery is thirsty. The grass is still not thick.
I'll send another message.
Lady calling me up.
Next year.
Said after I work in the cemetery, it's the only thing I need out there is chase headstones for Bill. And Lord, she called up apparently tied in the cemetery together.
What is she want?
That was the lady that ran it, and her father just asked about
Well, I'll send another message.
we need to bring my zero turnout.
You know,
It's to the point you just don't care.
yeah, so we may have to. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I feel like everybody's sitting way in the back. All these empty chairs. I move them out and push myself forward.
They look like a bunch of Baptists.
All right. Well, I did promise you, one of our resolutions was that we're going to do Kabbalat Shabbat, even if it's just one song for Kabbalat Shabbat. So this Shabbat, we're going to do one actually in Yiddish. It's one of my favorites. It was on one of my albums that I did, and it's on page 335. We're going to do just one verse of it, and we'll add some more as we go along. But the song is called Shabbos Zol Zayin, and it basically means that all Jews should celebrate Shabbat, and we should have Shabbat all over the world. So it starts out with Yai Lai Lais, which is easy to sing, and then we have Shabbos, 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 Yidden Zol Zayin Shabbos, Shabbos Zol Zayin, Shabbos Zol Zayin, Shabbos Oif der ganze Welt. All right. Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Shabbos 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 Yidden Zol Zayin Shabbos Shabbos Zol Zayin Shabbos Zol Zayin Shabbos auf der ganzen Welt Shabbos Zol Zayin Shabbos Zol Zayin Shabbos auf der ganzen Welt Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai 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 Yai Lai Lai Lai. We'll continue with the lighting of our Shabbat candles on page 2. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'hitzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We continue our service on page 146, as we rise, if you're able, for the Baruch Hu, our call to worship. Lai, 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 yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai, Baruch Adonai, Amevorach, Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai, Amevorach, Leolam Vaed. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you, and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, Ma'ariv Aravim. Ahavat olam bet Yisrael, Amcha ושכבת תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו למדת. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world.
In each age we are challenged by our ancient teachings. In each moment we stand face to face with truth.
In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder.
Each age is filled with Torah and wisdom, seeking the world of ancient truth.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Please be seated. We continue on page 150 with the chanting of the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadevarim ha'eleh asher anochi Vitzavecha hayom alevavecha vishinantam levanecha vidibartamam vishivtecha b'veitecha uvlektecha b'derech uvshokvecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot ayadecha v'hayu letotafot v'neinecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
That the oneness roots our grasp as in perfection being all around.
Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is even none to break our heart, there goodness is also.
When will redemption come?
When we give everyone according to ourselves.
Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, osef elef, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. and spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Vishamiru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורות המריד עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות המריד עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות המריד עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות המריד עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות המריד עולם. Please rise if you're able for the tefillah on page 155. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Haran, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula Livnei B'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo V'ahava. Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol, Atah Rab Le'Hoshia, Morid Hatal. Mechafel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol, V'Rachamim Rabim. So make noflim V'rofei cholim, U'matir asurim, U'mikayem emunato Lishenei afar. Michamocha bal gevurot U'midom elad. Melech b'mit U'mechayem U'matzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atah lehakayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei hakol. Atah kadosh, v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom, yehallelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated. We We turn to page 160. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way that this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. We turn to page 164. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace. And give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of our world. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvorech et amo Yisrael, Shalom. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people with peace. We take a few moments for silent reflection. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. It's at this time in our service that we think of those who are in need of healing. Healing of mind, healing of body, healing of spirit. We include ourselves in these prayers because we are all in need of healing. I am happy to report that our security officer, Jason, is back with us tonight. So we are removing his name from our healing list. I was very glad to see him. And we will read the names of those who are still on our healing list, and I invite you to hold any other names that you have in your own heart. This Shabbat, we think of Susan Israel, Karen Klein, Jamie Mykoff, Sandra Allen, Mary Harding, Levi Gibbons, Libby Trish, Samantha Tratner, Leslie English, May Gray, Lauren Collins, Jeff Willis, Jeff Eggert, Randy Miller, and Wesley Bodie. As we send wishes for a refuah shlema, a fast return to wholeness, we sing our Misha Barak prayer together, which can be found on page 253. Misha Barak Avotenu Mikor Abraka Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberak imotenu, mikor abraka leavotenu. and let us say, Amen. If you've been coming to services this summer, I said that I was going to talk about a different mitzvah that we could do every Shabbat. We still have a few of the mitzvah a day charts up there if you want to take one. We sent that home with all of our Sunday school students so that they could try to do a mitzvah a day for a month while they were at home and not coming to Sunday school. So tonight we're going to talk about the mitzvah that is called Hadlakat Nerot. That means lighting candles, particularly Shabbat candles. The mitzvah of lighting candles before Shabbat marks the transition from weekday to sacred time. The primary obligation to kindle the flames was historically entrusted to women, as they are traditionally the heart of the home. The sages tell us that the first woman is said to have dimmed the light of the world. They go on to explain that when a woman lights the candles on Shabbat, she is engaging in an act of spiritual repair by bringing sacred light back into her household. Many families light Shabbat candles at home before coming to temple. But since our services here begin so early, we have traditionally lit candles together as a community to welcome Shabbat each Friday night. Lighting the Shabbat candles is the signal that Shabbat has started. We always light the candles before we say the blessing, because no work should be done on Shabbat, and lighting a candle is considered work. In Exodus 35, verse 3, we read, "Kindle no fire throughout your dwellings on the Sabbath day." Lighting the Shabbat candles brings peace, beauty, and divine light into our temple or our home. It sets the tone for Shabbat rest and Shabbat joy. Just like when we light our menorah on Hanukkah with the shamas or helper candle, we also have a helper candle for our Shabbat candles. The match lights the helper candle, and the helper candle lights the other two candles. We traditionally light 2 candles on Shabbat to remind us that the Torah commands us to both remember, Zachor, and observe, Shamor, the Sabbath. It is one thing to remember, it is another to take the time out of our busy lives to observe. Some families have a custom of lighting 1 candle for each member of the family. And many women, when they light the candles, will circle their hands around the candles, drawing the light into themselves, and then cover their eyes while they recite the blessing. So our challenge for this week, not only do I tell you about the mitzvah, but I challenge you to do the mitzvah each week. So you have some choices. I challenge you to light Shabbat candles next Friday, solo or with others. Say the blessing slowly with intention. Who remembers what the word for intention is in Hebrew? Kavanah, right? Kavanah. Before lighting them, pause to reflect on what you want to release from the week. The Sabbath brings peace and rest. It's a time for us to let it go. I've had a few weeks where I needed to let it go. I was telling someone today, I say this all the time, why does Shabbat have to be at the end of the week? Because by that time you just you don't want to do anything. And I've admitted to you that there are many Fridays when I don't feel like coming to temple. But I can tell you that I have to, it's my job. But when I do, even though I may not feel like it, I feel really good right now. So it does change you. It makes you feel a release if you let it. And you can feel the joy of community and Shabbat when we're together. Also, another thing you could try is to dedicate your light to someone in need of healing, peace, or comfort. So I challenge you to be intentional when you light the candles next week and think about some of those things. Shabbat Shalom. We do have chair yoga again on Wednesday, every Wednesday at 10 o'clock in this room. We have chair yoga. It is free to our members, and anyone is invited to come. I think everyone is enjoying it, and I'm sorry I've had to miss it the past couple of weeks, and I'll miss it again next Wednesday too. I will be going out of town next Wednesday. That's why I'm missing chair yoga, and I will not be here for Friday night services. But Hava Stoddard and Lee Fine Jr., our two teenagers who were confirmed last year, will be leading services for us. It may be Lee's last time to lead because he's headed off for college. Hava is like a little younger. She'll be going into her senior year of high school, but Lee is going to be headed up to Louisiana Tech to start college. So I hope you'll come and enjoy the service with them. They both have lovely voices, which makes the service enjoyable when they do it. I will be back the following Friday, and I'm hoping we have a new microphone. I've been doing a lot of investigation, and I found a little clip-on microphone that we're going to try out and see if it works in here, and it might be better for the people streaming, and we're going to check it out. I used it at a wedding this past week, and it was one of the most incredible microphones I've ever used. I've never seen anything like it. It looks like a flash drive, and you just clip it on yourself. I don't have to wear a battery pack or anything, and there's a button right on it that you can punch it to off or on. It was very convenient, very good, and people seem to like it, so I ordered one. So we're going to see if it works in here. I am going to be doing an Introduction to Judaism class on August 22nd. We do have some flyers here on the table. I invite you to let anyone that you know who wants to learn more about Judaism to attend. This is a one-time class. It's from 1 to 4 on a Saturday. We do it in our social hall right behind you. And it just gives a brief overview of what we believe, our holidays, our customs, our life cycle events, our calendar. We get to taste some Jewish food. I give you a tour of the temple, and there's an Ask the Rabbi session at the end. And for people who want to learn further, we will start some once-a-month classes on Zoom after that. So I would encourage you to come to the Introduction to Judaism. It is free. It is open to everyone. You have to have a pre-registration, though, for security reasons. So if you're interested in coming, the flyer tells you how to email or call to make a reservation. And we would love to have a big crowd. So that's about all I have for announcements. Again, I want to thank especially Derek and Ben for putting together all of our Sunday school furniture. And if you want to take a peek in the Sunday school rooms, wow, it doesn't look like the 50s anymore in there, because that's what it was. But we have dry erase tables, we have smart boards in the 2 older kids' rooms. We may have a few new students this year. So, Sunday school's coming along and getting excited. And we welcome Juliana and Javi back from camp. Did you love it? Yes. Okay, we're going to let you talk about it at Camp Shabbat coming up in a month or so. Good. And I'm happy to report that Juliana did not get amnesia when she went to camp. We had a lesson. I was dreading it. I was like, she's going to forget everything. It was the best lesson we ever had. She did great. She's going to have a great bat mitzvah. I can't wait. All right. So we will conclude our service on page 282 at the bottom of the page as we rise, if you're able, for the Alleluia. Aleinu l'shaviyat l'adon hakol, l'ateit gedula liotzer reshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpechot adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 287. נאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. This Shabbat, we remember A. Brent Kaplan, Clara Levine, Juliet Simon, Francis Cohen, Carrie Dreyfus, Abraham Rhoda, Jeanette Schwartz, Clara Cease, Lucille Hyman, Regina Shapiro, Michelle Walder, Philip Bernstein, Ethel Savoy McCormick, Jacob Block, Dr. Albert Bernstein, Blossom Henchen, Johanna Neustadt Horn, Zelda Kaplan, Pat Wolf, Eva Cohen, Erlene Eilers, Tylen Greenwald, Harry Herzog, Nathan Walder, Narit Walder, and Josephine Lyle. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death, as we say our Kaddish prayer together on page 294. Yid Gadal, Yid Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yamad Yisrael Kurutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayichon V'yom Echon, V'v'chayed Kol Beit Yisrael, V'agalav V'zman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mivorak Le'olam U'lomei Omaya. Yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitfa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudishah b'riku le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nefemata da'amiran v'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamayim v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'broma, uyaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, and may we say together, amen. I would like to invite those who have not yet had their bar or bat mitzvah to please come up and help with the wine and challah. You can take the wine there. Turn around so everyone can see it, okay? There you go. All right. Please join us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Barei peri hagafen. L'chaim, you can drink it for everybody. Okay. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices join in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz v'tei avon. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbos.
Sean. That worked out.